Get ready for the bombshell, Commanders fans. We've got news that's going to shake up the heart of the district. Ready for the impact? Here it comes. First up, hold on to your seats because the offensive line just got a game-changing boost. A new Titan is joining our ranks, ready to protect the quarterback like his life depends on it. Could this be the move we needed to dominate the NFC East? But wait, this is just the beginning. The Commanders are making strategic moves right before facing the Jets in a joint practice. 3 roster changes that could be the difference between a mediocre season and a straight shot to the playoffs. Who's in? Who's out? The answer will leave you speechless. And to top it all off, 2 living legends of Washington showed up at the camp. Yes, you heard that right. 2 icons who shook the NFL in their time are back to inspire the new generation. Can they pass on that magic that took them to the Super Bowl? Don't take your eyes off the screen, because this is just the tip of the iceberg. You want all the juicy details, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel now. The glory of the Commanders is at stake, and you don't want to miss a second of this roller coaster. Hail to the Commanders, baby. Remember when I said we needed to bolster our offensive line? Well, it looks like someone in the front office finally listened. Commanders just signed a new offensive tackle. And you know what? This guy's got a roller coaster of a track record. Now let me ask you, is this the move we needed? Because I think it's a calculated risk. This 27-year-old from South Carolina State has been bouncing between teams like a ping pong ball. Browns, Bears, Cowboys. He's seen more locker rooms than an NFL janitor. But here's the interesting part. Despite not being drafted, he landed a $2.28 million contract with the Browns. What does that tell you? It tells me someone saw potential in him. And now, that potential is in our hands. I'll tell you this, 4 NFL game appearances are nothing to scoff at. Sure, he's not a Pro Bowler, but who says he can't become one in a Commander's uniform? This guy is Alex Taylor. Now, let's be real for a moment. This kid's been cut more times than grass in summer. He's been on practice squads, injured reserve, signed and cut like a discount coupon. But I think that could be good for us. Why? Because he's hungry, with something to prove. I ask you, isn't that exactly what we need in Washington? Someone willing to leave it all on the field. Someone who knows this could be his last shot in the NFL. Look, I'm not saying this guy is the next Trent Williams. But what I am saying is, he could be exactly what we need to take that step forward. A versatile player with experience in different systems who can adapt to what we need. And here's my strong take. The Commanders' front office is playing chess while others are playing checkers. They're looking for hidden gems. Players with potential that other teams have overlooked. Is it risky? Yes. Could it fail? Of course. But what if it works? Imagine this. This guy becomes a cornerstone of our offensive line. Suddenly, our quarterback has time to breathe. Our running backs find truck-sized holes. Isn't that what we all dream of? Now I ask you, loyal Commanders fans, what do you think of this move? Do you think it's a masterstroke or a shot in the dark? Are you excited to see what Alex Taylor can bring? Because I think this is just the beginning. If the front office is willing to take these calculated risks and seek talent where others aren't looking, who knows where we could be by the end of the season. So there you have it, fans. A new player, a new opportunity, and potentially a new chapter in Commanders history. And remember, you heard it here first. Now, I want you to flood the comments section. Tell me what you think of this signing. Is Alex Taylor the missing link we needed on our offensive line? Or is he just another name that will fade away on our roster? The Commanders are making moves, people. And you know what? I'm not sure how I feel about them yet. But here's the scoop. The team just made 3 roster changes right before their joint practice with the Jets. Coincidence? I think not. First off, they released tight end Armani Rogers. Really? This guy has been with us since 2022. What happened there? Wasn't he pushing Cole Turner for an active roster spot last year before he got hurt? Now he's out. Just like that. Next up, we have offensive tackle Alex Akingbalu, who's been let go with an injury designation. I saw this guy hurt his right leg on Sunday. He was getting reps at both right and left tackle. And now what? He's out on a cart. That's football for you folks. Cruel and unforgiving. But wait, it's not all bad news. They brought in J.C. Hassenauer, a center and guard. Know this guy? Played for the Steelers, saw action in at least 13 games per season from 2020 to 2022. And here's the kicker. He was recently with the Giants, where our current O-line coach Bobby Johnson worked before coming here. Connections? You bet. So, I ask you, what are the Commanders planning? Because I'm telling you, these moves aren't random. We're about to have joint practices with the Jets. Are they tweaking the roster for that? Or is there something bigger at play? And here's the kicker. Once Akingbulu is claimed or clears waivers and goes on IR, we'll have another roster spot. What are they going to do with that space? Keep your eyes peeled, folks, because another move is coming. Look, fans, these changes might seem small, but in the grand scheme of things, every decision counts. We're talking about team building here. Every piece matters. Did Rodgers no longer fit the plans? Is Hassanauer the answer to strengthen our interior line? And what about Akingbulu? Will we see him back in a Commander's uniform? I think these moves tell us a lot about the direction the team is taking. They're looking for versatility, they're looking for experience, and they're not afraid to make tough changes. But now I ask you, loyal Commanders fans, do you agree with these decisions? Do you think this brings us closer to being contenders? Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. We're not here to be mediocre. We're here to win, to dominate, to bring the Washington Commanders to the top. And every move, every decision brings us closer or takes us further from that goal. So tell me, fans, what do you think about these roster changes? Are these the right moves at the right time, or do you think the team is making a mistake? Leave your comments below. I want to hear your thoughts. Because this is more than a game. It's our passion, it's our team. We're talking legends here. Living history of football. Joe Gibbs and Darrell Green visiting the team in person. You realize what this means? I'm telling you, this is huge. We're talking about Joe Gibbs, the man who led Washington to win 3 Super Bowls. 3, folks. And Darrell Green, a defensive machine, part of 2 of those championship teams. These aren't just any retired players. They're football royalty. Now, let me ask you, when was the last time we saw something like this in Washington? When was the last time we felt that pride, that connection to our history? I think it's been too long. But you know what? Things seem to be changing. Josh Harris and his ownership team are doing what many of us have been asking for years. Reconnecting with our history, with our greatness. Bringing Gibbs and Green isn't just a nice gesture. The powerful message. They're telling the current players, look, this is what it means to be part of this franchise. This is what you can achieve. And don't get it twisted, folks. When Joe Gibbs says we have some of the best fans in the world, he's not exaggerating. I've been in that stadium, I've felt that energy. But I also know we've lost many along the way. Years of disappointments, broken promises. But now I'm telling you, it's time to come back. And what about Darrell Green finally getting his jersey retired in 2024? It's about time. This man gave his heart and soul for this team for 20 years. 20 years, folks. How many players can say that today? But let's talk about the present. We have Jaden Daniels, our rookie quarterback. Talented kid, no doubt. But now I ask you, can he carry the weight of expectations? Can he be the leader this team needs? Because let's not kid ourselves, folks. The NFC East is no joke. Only 4 division titles in 25 years? That hurts. It hurts a lot. But you know what? I think there's hope. We have a young team, hungry for success. We have a new coaching staff eager to prove themselves. And now, we have these legends coming in to remind us what it means to be part of this franchise. So Commanders fans, I ask you this. Are you ready to believe again? Are you ready to support this team? Be that force Gibbs mentioned. Because I'm telling you, if we want to return to glory, if we want to lift that Lombardi trophy again, it's going to take more than just the players on the field. It's going to take every one of us. Believing, supporting, demanding the best. So tell me, fans, are you ready to bring back the glory? Are you ready to stand with this team and make some noise? Leave your comments below. I want to hear from you. Because this is more than a game. It's our passion. It's our team. Hail to the Commanders.